MC side together with my brother Jonathan, and of course behind the camera. So now, you know, each and every single time when we come, we laugh, we smile, and we speak up our mind. And of course, when we move on the street, we make sure that we gather the datas on the street. Like I said, I see to remain MC side. And of course, at start times, the channel 477. And on Zuku satellite, we are on channel 0073. That is West Nile TV. Today, we want to find out from the people here on the street, and most especially here in Owino. The president of Uganda has come up with an idea whereby he wants to stop, let me say, all the second-hand clothes that, all the second-hand clothes coming into Uganda. And of course, now that we have around 16 silk factories here in Uganda, the president of Uganda is saying that we need to start manufacturing our own clothes. We don't want to start putting on, he does not want to see citizens putting on second-hand clothes from, let me say, from outside Uganda. But now, he wants us to start putting on original. Let me say that the original clothes from us, not the second-hand. We want to find out from the people here. And of course, you see, when you look at the second-hand clothes, the guys who are selling second-hand clothes, these are hustlers. We want to find out from them, is it really proper for the president of Uganda to stop the second-hand clothes from coming to Uganda? Or what do they think? What future are they seeing in the, in the manufacturing clothes here in Uganda? As the president of Uganda said so. We have a lot of second-hands, and of course, when you talk of second-hand things, we have some second-hands is also in Gaga. I don't know whether the president of Uganda is also going to stop the spare second-hands. And of course, so now, brother, what's up?
Steady.
What are your names?
Call me Mr. Kenzmanur.
Mr. Kenzmanur.
Yes, please.
Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Mr. Kenzman, can you be audible? Like, sounding loud.
Indeed.
So now, Mr. Kedibo, the president of Uganda, let me say the parliament of Uganda has come up with an idea whereby they want to stop second-hand clothes from entering Uganda. And now that we have around 16 silk factories that manufactures clothes here in Uganda, so now the president of Uganda has come out with that idea of stopping second-hand clothes from coming. Do you really think that we have the capacity? Are we not going to live naked?
It's an obvious if the capacity of making all those textile products or clothes in relation to actually the products, it will be fine. But when the quality of the products are not suiting the Ugandans, it may not work out. So to my own idea, I appreciate actually the initiative that Ugandans are prepared to make their own clothes on their own, where they will be in position to create vastity of actually job opportunities to the younger population. So it's not a bad idea. I myself, I really appreciate it, and I agree with that.
But do you think it's going to work out for us?
Obviously, if the organizers are properly prepared, they will make it possible.
So you're happy?
Indeed.
You're happy?
Very much.
You no longer want to start putting on second-hand clothes from that is imported?
In the first place, we would want to know actually, or find out the quality that Ugandans are capable of making. Because we cannot accept something when we don't glance at the quality already. No. Our focus will be when our government make the cooperation very well and brought for us something that will suit us, then possible we shall leave those.
But now, my brother, there's one more question that I would love to ask. Do you really think that the people who are selling the second-hand clothes right now, like, and of course, the president of Uganda, let me say the parliament has come up that on 1st September 2023, they will stop, second-hand clothes from entering Uganda. Do you really think that the people who are selling second-hand clothes, what do you think about the people who are selling second-hand clothes?
It is impossible for them to cope up with life because we have not, as I did say earlier on, we have not seen any quality or the product of our own factories that the government, His Excellency of Uganda has launched previously, newly. So if they happens to make a decision or declaration of stopping entering of the second-hand clothes in Uganda, it is something which will be bad in relation to actually the business-wise, which will affect them negatively. And at the same time, the government of Uganda will also lose taxes out of this.
And of course, you had a guy himself, he spoke his mind. So what do you have to say about this? And of course, when you look at Uganda, Uganda has come out with so many different things, and of course, Uganda wants to start manufacturing their own clothes here to create more income within the country. Right. So now, my brother, you spoke too well. Send your greetings to only 3 people.
I really appreciate the program. It is a very good program. And lastly, I will wind up by giving my regards to some few people, as it was being limited to 3 people. My first regards goes to my elder brother by names Mr. Habib Kemis, secondly to my wife, none other than Arua Yasmin in Koboko, and lastly to my uncle, none other than Mr. Alahai.
The government of Uganda came up with an idea whereby they want to stop the second-hand clothes from entering Uganda. So now, right now, we are lighting up the region. We know where you find there are so many women. Just as you can see, these are the hustlers. We have the youths around here selling the same second-hand clothes that the president of Uganda, let me say the government of Uganda is talking about, is about to stop. Now, we have around 16 factories that manufacture silks. You have, and of course, 16 factories here in Uganda. We want to find out from these women here who are hustling. What are their say about all this, about this the issue that the president had come up with, stopping the second-hand clothes? So let's first talk to this woman here. Agnia mama mingoni.
Ala.
Rusi miali.
Maru Latifa Aziz.
Latifa, salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Latifa, urichia?
Oriya.
Urichia?
Oriti.
Urichia? Urichia bini?
Bani bongo gazu.
So now Latifa, a president of Uganda they are azidi ya. Bale second hand clothes bonga azidi leri mini nediki. Bale bongo diki tichi fizu Uganda dia. Migata yo diki pimadria ngoni.
Mai gata mbemani rizizuri ya irite mani azi fera lezo amozi bongo korea. Ramani azi ndo ni feraya.
So as kunku kavini nevadi hadi factories azikidi amudu nazia silk factory president amavu Uganda dia launch kiandra levine le factory da moda bonga bonge de amavu Uganda dia dia okoko. So now yodi si yobani le bongo do ide Uganda dia misiri miga yodi choba Uganda dia wala emi di ba zingape second hand clothes dikiyo dichoke mi azakora
mare ako amazako
adusi
asko amabongo disi CD ni amabo bongo da cho tavini ko cho me supply drako population ambamba factory raga echo amazako
factory ga icho ni emi azako
asko ama mingi
so na yomini chiba yo di kipi madri advisor president amadi Uganda dia kan ku MPs amadi Uganda dia askin ku load kimini ne di MPs amavo dia ki kika kibele yo di ki agreebo president ibele yo da kidwa zitaru. So now yomini cho ba yo di kipi madri amadileka madileka de mayors afa MPs kidi yongoi
lebe makuki na mama ngaki azindu le makuki angaki amazidi president makubongo nimefiki da squazia manazira madimu azingoleringa kadile amozi kuri ama mwazingoleringa di makube ama angaki amazidi.
So makubongo fipi Uganda da
mefiki mefi
and of course you heard it all from the woman over the ladies. She's a hustler, just as you can see she's really selling that. We go for a music play, but before that, let's have first send greetings to only 3 people.
Azi tsinke. Azi manti Zamila Zamila Bakoy. Azi mama Ikoro.
We all know that the president of, let me say the government of Uganda came up with an idea that we need to start manufacturing our own clothes. The president of Uganda seems to be tired of putting on the second-hand clothes, clothes that are coming in Uganda from other countries. So now, just in front of me, just as you can see, we have women who have been surviving, through selling these second-hand clothes for a long time now. We want to find out from them what are their say about this that the president of Uganda has come up with, stopping this from this selling second-hand clothes. So now, I have a woman here, a lady who is a hustler. So, I'm here. Mingoni?
Muke.
Miala?
Madoya.
Rusi miare?
Ma field aparo. Te common name Owino Ari Mama Ikoro.
Mama Ikoro field aparo?
Yes.
Mialurni?
Ikunga tribe mejoja.
So now, alenga yazi no nie miti ya udu ando mali. Ini government amavu Uganda dia rijiki yazi dia bale bongo di leri ki gasi. mafiki Uganda hadi yako. So na migata yo dikipi madriangoni.
Tejo di sumambamba. Because mangbari may survive afadisi. My life wara zimani nga sadisi. My job ne afadi. Azia zimani nga apart from second hand clothes yo. Anani ram 7 echo amana zia zindu ni feko. Factory rini loki nile. Factory da manga zida. Factory da echo the whole of Uganda. Provide ko. Inerache. Factory da ga.
So na migata di lete bama yengoni.
Mani me gata se. Alete ba me stop ko. Me continue.
Me continue.
Yes.
Reason la.
Reason ni ama mani survive alega, and then poor people also they are able to buy this thing. You see? Even women, you see in this market, most of them are women. They are providing their home using these second-hand clothes.
But no, don't you think that if I'm told Uganda is to start manufacturing these clothes, don't you think that they will still have that chance to provide for homes?
No, they will not give for every person. Because some of us here, we are uneducated. And you know, whenever you are uneducated, you can be able to do this business.
So
we
now,
are not educated, all of us.
You are not educated, that's why you are doing all these businesses.
Yes.
So now, don't you think that if I'm told Uganda is to start manufacturing these clothes by themselves, the price will reduce, or what do you think about that?
Me, I don't advise, actually, M7 to stop this thing.
So now what?
Our MPs also, they should stand strong of this kind of talks.
So now, what advice?
I advise M7 about this second-hand clothes. Majority of civilian, they don't want his advice.
So now you are one of the let's say now we are here now in the parliament. We are trying to discuss it. Now you yourself, what kind of advice would you give to the president? Let me say to the government of Uganda. You as a person.
He should not stop it. That is my biggest advice.
To the government of Uganda.
Yes.
They should not stop it. All right, you are still watching Westside TV on Star Times, channel 477, and on Zuku Satellite. We are on channel 0073. Now, can you send your greetings to only 3 people?
I send one of them for my friends in Owino, all of those people in Owino. I Aziri Afe Magopini.
I also remain the only guy that speaks in capital letter. Each and every single time when we come, we make sure that our people laugh, smile, and they speak up their mind. They walk also of the street each and every single time, Monday to Saturday. We always blaze it right there. And of course, like the president of Uganda has come out with an idea of stopping the second-hand clothes of coming here, entering Uganda, because we have around 16 silk factories that will start manufacturing clothes. So now, we want to find out from these youths who are hustling through all these. We want to find out from them. Now, let me first start with this brother here. My brother, what's up?
I'm good.
Rusimiadi.
Jonathan, Alan Jonathan.
Alan Jonah, me room cameraman, me my producer be me charuki alcha. So now Madrid. Government Madrid Uganda they are second hand clothes. Bongo e mini uzi they are kiga. Le kick bongo de mafiki Uganda they are dikaku. So now, me get yo di Madrid ngoni.
Le yoda farum. Yoda ba maturity.
Ba matri bongo da
fizu. Ba matriku.
Arusi.
Kuza di bani amabani hasulu afadi kisi ngoni dale kakite ametovini hasulu kineraze amavin daira ma affect onzi
ilivini mi affect onzi. So na Adri Misri amigata tingoni yodi kipi Madria?
No magati
Misri adi
Maru Emmanuel Bosco
Emmanuel Bosco.
So
migata yoda Madria.
That's the work we survive. That's the work we pay rent. That's the work we eat. So the advice that whatever the president of Uganda is giving is fair. Cannot work.
Cannot work.
Yeah.
So now, inira factory that's President Amadri Uganda they are there manufacturing factories ogogo mutu nazia bongo dezore. So now migata factory akadiodo zingabo micho me rent the feku.
No, the problem, the quality is fair. You find some materials, they are not original, others they are good. That's how it's going to bring the challenge. Do you understand?
But now the problem here is the problem of the government of Uganda is complaining about the second-hand clothes. He does not want his citizens to be putting on second-hand clothes. That's why he's stopping the second-hand clothes from entering Uganda. So now you, as one of the person who is surviving, surviving on this, like selling these second-hand clothes, what is your take? What is your real take about this?
No, my take, that person, that whatever, that idea cannot work.
The idea cannot work.
Yeah, seriously.
So now you as a citizen of Uganda who is also selling the second-hand clothes, so what advice would you give to the government of Uganda?
No, I don't like his advice.
You don't like the advice?
Yeah, that one is just some faking advice. So that thing cannot work. Do you understand?
That thing cannot work.
Yeah.
So now what advice would you give?
So the advice just give, because you have our mothers to just also survive, to pay school fees. Like as us, we are not studying, so that's how the work we survive. So if you give us those factories, it's going to give us work to survive, to eat. That's how I just give you the advice. So the only advice I just give to her, let her help us to just stop those behaviors. Now he's talking like he is not like
the government of Uganda should help you and stop that idea of stopping the second hand from coming.
Yeah. That's how just the only advice give you.
And of course, these are the youths who are surviving by selling these second hand clothes. And of course, you as the guy is giving you giving the advice. That is his advice, that they should stop second hand clothes. They should not stop second hand clothes from coming in Uganda. They should allow second hand clothes to come in Uganda, though the factory will still be manufacturing the clothes. So now, Adri, send your greeting to only 3 people.
Yo, I sent hi to her.
To the president,
to president of government. Yeah.
To the government of Uganda.
Yeah, I just sent hi to her. So my friends, so my workers of Owino.
Of Owino. Yeah. Still lighting up the region in Owino, where they sell second-hand clothes, and of course, the president of the government of Uganda, say that they want to stop second-hand clothes from entering Uganda. And of course, and now that we have 16 factories that manufacture, 16 silk factories that manufactures clothes, he does not want people to be putting on second-hand clothes. So now, we want to find out from some of these citizens, what are they say about this? Yeah, akini adringoni.
Mala.
Rusi miadi.
Rusima Boziana Hasimui.
Boziana is ngamani pa bua masinio di male nyawere. Sana Boziana.
Yeah.
Boziana.
Yes.
Kabe na mavu Uganda de jio azidi ya ule second hand clothes de tute. Mafiki Uganda di ako. Megata yo di kipi matiangoni.
Ijo guda na masiriga da maniriga zani ngara lejo daler kiku.
Arose.
Le fuguru amamunanga dengo mani nazore ya gajurasi.
Askunku agudite amani factories de amudu nazia. Bongo dezo. That's why lebele bongo second hand bongo de leima ba mauski second hand ku. Leima ba modoki original made in Uganda disu. So now, you mini change yo di kipi madiang mbaringoni di.
Te du ijo da diga ijo ramba manira. We bana kusu rikintuntu. Bazir kusu second hand zir kusu afarasi. So ijo ramba to ga samandra. Special like si azir ki second hand si. So masirga ijo ramba ta manira.
Ijo ramba. So now inira ba aguda mini ne president amavu Uganda de ba MPs de kibele ba da ki support. Iribele ba da ki MPs amavu de kibele aguda ni idea fe. Ba ma itedi ni ba ma itedi. So now Misiri abama batika mi MP Uganda de fini. One of the MPs. Advice minister of fair president Uganda de government Uganda de advice ngoy.
Actually masi
Ikatete.
Akandrela MPs riki kita drule ijo vara nizora ba I pepi ini muzo zingaza lere ki udoki dia kita udo ijo ki duda kito sini mule aduki ijo igeba digara ki sini ngala ko so ijo tamani gama siri mata jo government ni le ijo ni gara be stop tiba koma zangazi azema di biprarsi idivini usola gade ara taxi gasi
so misiria second hand clothes kadivini fi kadifi Uganda dia madivini desi.
So Uganda ba divuri desi envera ba defisi mama ma zinga ne ba
basi ne zinga that be advice minister of fair government Uganda dia chira laiche
that advice ma di chirare
so na minga kiria ma best times the channel number su aziri and of course Arusi Bomonve MC sai sorry micho vini mani ba azini ayiri nadi ni zichide.
Okay my azi ba madru wino hade kipirichi ma ba madri Tata be special uzipi ngondi kesi kipirichi de kipirezi
The government Uganda
government ni made dizira kozi iriva amabechi.
We have the hustlers. These are the guys who are hustling. They are working so hard and of course selling these second-hand clothes. And of course sometimes the original one also sometimes are also involved in those whenever the bell is open like this. So we want to find out from these guys. Just as you can see, you see the clothes that these guys are selling are looking so nice. And of course now the government of Uganda has come up with this idea where they want to stop second-hand clothes from entering Uganda. We want to find out from them what is their say about this. Let's start with this brother here. Akini Abambo Mingoni.
Yo, okay, miumfema Silver Fox, aka Fox Icon.
Silver Fox, aka Fox Icon. If you mi bele Fox is my icon.
Yeah, my icon.
So now Silver. Let's first start by asking these people's name. Brother Memunga Vini Mabodia. Akini adu irusi mi adivini.
Marus mi mve Alkezi Blackman.
Alkezi Blackman temi brown do my brother. Hata mi mani brown deni. Alkezi Blackman.
Yeah.
So now azidi there.
My Embassy Rashidi. Embassy Rashidi.
Embassy Rashidi.
Yeah.
If you zinga dia.
Abuna ziga una legend tiro.
Legend. So now Adri. Azidi there. Rusi mi
The John Bosco Boni, the innocent boy.
innocent.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's start with this one here. Foxy. Your government Uganda nije amani diari bale bongo di ki site mafiki Uganda diako. Yo mini chonje yo dikipe madiangoni.
Okay. Many guards in the first place, you're chone like chona baki fevaku. Cause kadu sarisi, like there's so many get to it. It can't survive. Keep on going to do the case, send the kusu there. That's the way of surviving. On case survivor for the kisi. Now that bale for the care tira, like in the case back for the care tira, and let the keep base case survive and go on. Ikadu current station Ziki or Zimongoke on Goni. So misu in the Uganda of today. Unless me a secret, ikabakin me zoom baba zipo dalengona yoro chozinga.
Government Uganda there I'm a president Uganda there the president 7. It's there manufacturing Kimutina Asia silk factory. Mutina Asia Bonge there. So that's why lebele Bongo Fipi Anfe Uganda there Matekio Uganda Medeki Pima Bongo Diao Gogo. So me gatarisi. Bongo de for the Chuki my supply wale Chuki my supply ku.
My guard is like for a choker my supply woroku. Cause in the first place the key quality the key choki tayo. And the first place for keyboard on the code order for those are always in Bamba. Choking the map product they go fungo na like when variety. So matega like ideal yo do chone wakiku. Kakito chora the people are my work at the same time even sign over my display face. Cause from Morudi.
Yeah.
As it and Fox in Jayo Mumia make up the thing on your keep.
Maselanga for you about to done go me minio. So it's okay, but jo abozo lucky then go then Uganda garo go ni joke amba ndera ma hausu then go Uganda garo desert game brands up go then la. So jodar kitinga ke pri warongo then China wa Uganda mazakosa mani this have sido.
So now Misri advice ikatete andra balo afa advice fepi M7 de ama president maliada mika tete techi mi advice nite mtengoni.
Mat vasira tangate lenga vakura baro ngastala ora sigo go me mini. Si jo basi wa konvele fi ke teaching on na baro ngado sense go magara industry jo ke anfe mnezira kansira ke choke de mazako periko.
So le mazida madikifisi.
Zima madikifisi ngo na maz survive singo na la mana dungu ku.
Adri ifila dakifiku baziki daki mujagoro.
Chance la kichi posula kiveneti.
So now mika tatingo ni odikipi madira.
Mama niga amani zozorle para wadiki zingase de wadiki zingase China wa favor ke ngana mai devor ke so akade kapasira akade challenge so China ba sidi ma devi na mavore derabo ba denga kit for now la ba tinga ene keko da ba zo na ba zingase very divine face da ma duran ba sini
quality dama. And of course, we have come to the end of Street Talk today right here in Owino. I still remain MC Saji, the only guy that speaks in capital letter. West Night TV is the television you are watching right now. And of course, Star Times are channel 477 and Zuku Satellite channel 0073. Lighting up the region will always remain a mandate each and every single time when we come. But if you ask me, may I also tell you that you had it all from the guy. We go for a music break and this time around. Let me ask this guy to give me us the guy. Send your greeting to one.
Yeah man.
One person.
Regards to my guys of the streets, no.
Street.
That's where I started. You understand?
Okay, you started there. So now, my brother, what's up? Only one say greetings to only one person.
Team Blackman.
Team Blackman.
Yeah.
Because you're black like me.
Indeed.
Thank you. All right, Adri. Asizuri tingoni.
I want to greet one of my best bro, PC boy, who was working in Gaga down there.
Now where is he working?
Yeah? So I was working welding now.
Welding now.